Good morning. It's Vanessa. How are you doing today? I'm going to talk a little bit today about time saving. So I didn't realize it when I first got my first compact. This isn't my first one. I got a smaller one to begin with, but this is the one that I usually work out of. This is my personal compact that I use on a daily basis. I didn't realize how much time I saved by having everything in here versus like, I don't even have one now, sifting through a drawer of makeup or a makeup bag. I had no idea how much time I was wasting before. So this has been such a time saver. I'm gonna do the cheetah method today, which I don't know, I feel like I haven't been doing it in a while, and I don't know why, because it's amazing. You just kind of dab into your makeup lightly. You put the dots of the colors that you want, where you want, like paint by number. That's why I have this little chart here. And you can get a little download of this chart. And when you use your makeup, or when you first buy your makeup, I'll actually send you a chart telling you where each of your custom colors go. So I'm just dotting, that's my main highlight. I'm working with 3 right now. Most of the time it's just 2 that I'll recommend to you. This is my medium one, which I'm going to definitely put on my nose because I feel very red. And I'm going to also take a little bit of that. I'm just going back to that darker one, and I'm just going to put a little bit under my eye. I know you're probably like, why are you using the darker one under your eye? Because when you're covering darkness, you want to use the same darkness. If we use something way too light there, it can give you that raccoon look. It can look kind of grayish, kind of muddy almost. So I'm a little high maintenance. That's why I have 3 colors. And this is my brightening color, which is the lightest that I have. And I'm going to put it right there. Oops, dabbed in the wrong one. I'm going to put it right here. And I'm going to put it, good morning. I'm going to put it right there, and I'm going to put a little dot here because I always feel kind of hollow there. Then I'm going to take my contour. So I'm going to use my fingers mostly, and I'm going to blend with the brush. What's cool about this is you literally just put the colors where you need them, and it's one layer. So you're not like putting on a layer of makeup and then putting on another layer of makeup. And another thing that I love about this, I used to be afraid of contour, but it gives back that dimension. If you just put one foundation color on all over your face, it can look very flat. And it almost looks like you have more makeup on. It can look kind of chalky. So when you give the dimension back to your face, those natural shadows that you've erased by just putting one color on, you actually look more natural, and you look like you have less makeup on. And kind of my goal lately is to just look more natural, like I don't have makeup, or at least a lot of makeup on. Okay, so I've got all my dots everywhere. Now you can put your cheek color. So this is the cheek color I'm going to use today. You can add that now, but honestly, I kind of like to blend this first and then I do my cheek color. Or I let this sit on and warm up, which is exactly what I'm going to do. And I flip to my second level, and I've got my eyeshadows in there, and I'm just going to do a quick eyeshadow. I'm kind of sloppy with my eyeshadow, so I'm taking a light color. This one's called Cupcake. It's just like a light fleshy tone. It's a matte, doesn't have any shimmer in it. And I'm just going to put that all over my lid. This is called a color wash, if you didn't know that, but it actually helps everything else that you put on top blend easier. So, and it evens out your eyelid too. So I'm just going to kind of put that everywhere. And then you can use your brush, but when I like to use the shimmer with my finger. So I'll get a little bit on my finger and then I pat it on my lid. You get a little bit more intensity this way, instead of putting it on the brush and kind of dusting it everywhere. I just like it for my lid, like that. And for travel, you guys, this is so easy. You can leave it in your purse. You don't have to check it. You don't have to put it in like a Ziploc bag because there's no liquid. It's a cream makeup, and then the eyeshadows are powder. There's no liquid, so you don't have to mess with that. I love that. let's put a little bit of color in my crease. This one is called Oak. I think it's called Oak. It's just a light neutral brown, and I'm kind of getting it in my crease and a little bit above because I have heavy eyelids. Hey everyone, good morning. I hope that you're having a great day. So just like that. And this is called the windshield wiper. Just go back and forth lightly. I like to put my eyeshadow on before I've blended all my makeup, or sometimes I'll just do my eyeshadow first, because if I mess up or if I happen to get some too far down, you can just clean it up. It's really easy. This is something that made my life easier too, and it was time saving. When I started using this makeup, I changed to that way of doing it. I'm going to grab a little bit of this. It's Glamazing. It's actually an illuminator. So it's something that you can use on the top of your cheekbone to give yourself a little candlelit glow. It doubles as eyeshadow. You can even put it on your lips after you put lip gloss on. So everything is multi-use, everything. Okay, so I'm just going to blend that a little bit. And good morning. And then I'm going to take, this color is called Coal. It's a darker one. I have kind of been laying off eyeliner. If you've known me for a while, I always wore liquid winged eyeliner, always. And listen, I still love it, but for a normal everyday, this is so easy. So I just kind of dab it there. I still do a little wing and then I just blend it. So it's a softer look. Still gives me a little bit of definition, but it's just softer. And then I'm just going to put a tiny bit on the bottom. I don't like to go more than halfway across because I don't want to close my eye in. But so much time has been saved already because I'm just working out of this one compact. It's really cool. I think I'll add a little dot of that darker right there. Okay, eyeshadow done. I'll do my eyebrows in a second. Let's blend this and then let's add some cheek color. So I'm just going to grab my blush and bronzer. I like to use my small one. That's what the name of this brush is, by the way. And I like to blend my light color first. And you just kind of push it in. If you notice, if you were trying to do this with liquid foundation, it would have dried up already and you would have had weird dots on your face and you never would have been able to blend it. Because this is cream, it's buildable. You can mix it with moisturizer to make a tinted moisturizer or sunscreen. If you want full coverage, you can apply it with the brush. Different brushes give you different coverage. I can help you figure that out too. So I like to blend my light color first, and then I go into the darker color. And you can be a little bit more aggressive with this because it's just on the edges of your face. But look at how it kind of gave me back those shadows and that bone structure. And it actually, to me, it looks like I have less makeup on once I have contour on. Don't forget to blend the nose. I think I might add a little bit of bronzer because I like it before I put my cheek color on. So this is our bronzer. It's called Bella, and this is an illuminator called Glow. And I have been loving putting them next to each other and just kind of swirling in there. The Glow has just a slight shimmer to it. It's a cream illuminator where this one is a powder illuminator. So powder illuminators are definitely more noticeable. But I just like to hit the high points of my face. And it just gives me a little bit of color, especially this time of year. I just feel very washed out. Okay, so I've got that. Let's throw on some cheek color and brows, and I think that'll be it. So here's the cheek color I've been using. I like to apply my cheek color with my finger, and I've been going quite a bit higher up on my cheek lately, not so much on the apples. It feels a little bit more uplifting. I've been liking it. And then you can blend with either side of the brush that you like, just until you like the intensity. But it blends seamlessly. And if you get too much, not to worry, you can just flip over and you can kind of blend it out with the other side, or you can use a perfector sponge. So for that, I think that I'm done. I like to go back, and if I've got any spots that I want to cover, this is when I do it. You can use your finger, or if you want to be really precise, the multitasker brush is one of my favorites. I'm going to take the darker of my foundation colors, my highlight colors, because I'm covering a little dark spot there. I'm just going to dab directly on the spot, and then I'm going to pat it with my finger until that just disappears. And I also like to set these areas with powder if I'm ever covering up anything, like a little blemish or a scar or something. All right, so I'm checking in this mirror. You can also take one of your lighter colors and you can just put it right under your cheekbone like that with your finger. It just kind of makes a pop. Kind of gives you a little bit more definition. Right? Nice. I'm gonna take just a little bit of my medium color. And don't you guys worry, I will help you pick these colors. When you're ready, I will pick out your perfect colors, and we can do it in person or we can do it over a selfie picture. And I bet at least, I don't know, 25–30% of the people that have got this makeup from me, I've never met in person, you guys. Is that crazy? Okay, that feels good. Let's do brows. Oh, multitasker brush is great for brows too. We do have another brush that has the spoolie so you can comb your brows, but I'm just going to do this one because my brows feel like they're in pretty decent shape. I'm going to go to my second level again, and I'm going to grab a little bit of that kohl, and I'm going to use my multitasker. I like to start in the arch because it is my weakest area. Like I have the least amount of hair. It's the lightest part of my brow. And so I get that to where I like it. And then a lot of times you don't really need to do much here. Just kind of use whatever's left over on the brush. But don't forget your eyebrows. Eyebrows are such a important part of your face and the expression, and just kind of look at that. Just kind of brings everything out. So the arch. And then I'll just dust the rest in there. And if you're the type of person that gets a lot of foundation on your eyebrows, you may want to just take a Q-tip and dampen it and wipe your eyebrows off first, because you can make them look really powdery. This brush also, if you want to intensify your liner a little bit, I'm just using that same eyeshadow color. You can just kind of dab it in there. You can also use our eyeshadows wet or dry to get even more intensity. That is done. The one last thing I think I'll do, oh, I told you I was going to set with a little bit of powder on my blemishes. I'm just going to grab another brush that I have here, and I'll set like kind of in my T-zone, like in the center of my face. I don't get really oily. I used to be extremely dry though, and this makeup has really been a lifesaver for that. It's evened me out. And then my friends that are oily, it takes a couple of weeks, but your skin starts to realize that it's not being dehydrated by that liquid foundation, and it will stop producing so much oil. It's really cool. All right, I'm just going to take this really light fluffy brush. I'm going to dab into my illuminator, tap off so you don't have too much. And at the very high point of your cheekbone, look at that. It just gives a nice little glow. Yeah, Mel, I barely ever use eyeliner anymore. I like the softness of it. And it's one less thing I have to pack or carry, so yay. All right. Do you guys think I need a little bit more cheek color? Maybe? Just a little bit? Just one dot? You can use it on your lips. Okay. There, that's it. If you guys have any questions, I'm going to try to not say you guys so much because I want you to know that I'm talking to you personally. If you have any questions for me, if you need any help, if you want to get color matched, take advantage of me. Don't go on the website and try to pick your own face colors. I'm telling you, I did it and I'm experienced with makeup, and I picked the wrong color for myself. So take advantage of me. That's what I'm here for. I hope that you have a beautiful day and a very, very happy and prosperous new year. And I'll talk to you later.